Hey folks, Thad here with a review on the GORUCK Merino Wool Challenge socks. Not many reviews out there on these besides what GORUCK has put out that I've seen. So I've been using these now for well over a year and I've put them to the test. And so I wanted to tell you about them. But I've got a stack here of other socks that I've used since 2011. I've put these to the test, I think, and I'm not going to say that the challenge sock, GORUCK challenge socks are the absolute best. They are the best for me, but we all have our own preferences. So I just wanted to give you some good information about them and compare to some of these other socks. So first of all, the socks that I used for many years are these Smartwool, and these are the trekking version of the Smartwool. They're pretty daggum thick. I used these for our long Mark Forster Jag 2.8 rucks for many years. I got the years in the article that I've got linked to this video, but from 2011 to 2019 or something like that, 2020, something like that. But what I would do is I would change these every 4 to 7 miles, which I've almost always done up until the last couple of years. And they did pretty good. I always had some hot spots. I never had many blisters. Sometimes I had maybe one small blister, but they never felt great. I think part of that was also the shoes I was wearing at the time. I also would have a really bad rash on my ankles for several days afterwards because I've been wearing these for 10 to 12 hours, sweating. And so they're great socks. I just don't like them for rucking, especially for long distance. Then I switched to these Vermont Darn Tough. I wanted to try. I was excited about them. They came highly recommended. I love these socks a lot. They're very comfortable. I found that for rucking and long distance, I still had some hot spots. So I stopped using them. I trained in them quite a bit. I got a lot of miles on them. I wear these every day, especially in the winter or for colder days. Great socks. They feel really good. Then at the same time, I got these Fits socks, Fits. And they feel okay. I actually did not like these. These performed the worst out of all the ones I've got here. In fact, I didn't use them for more than like 7 miles in trials in rucking. And I just kind of quickly learned, hey, my feet have too many hot spots with these, so I'm not even going to wear them. I don't wear them really at all, but they would be fine for everyday wear. Then I got these challenge socks, the GORUCK challenge socks. So I wore these this morning for an outdoor workout. It's like 34 degrees. One of the great things about these, they're a mixture of merino wool, spandex, I think nylon. Is that right? Merino wool, spandex, and nylon, I believe. Zero cotton. They are thick. They definitely don't feel hot. They fit. I wear a size 11.5 shoe in just about everything, including all GORUCK shoes. And this is the large. So large is like 9 to 11.5 or 9.5 to 11.5, something like that for men. And these socks have performed spectacularly for me. I used them for my first long ruck in March of 24 for a city ruck. We ended up going 28 miles. It's supposed to be 26. We did 28. I'll link to that article in there. I wore these along with the GORUCK Rough Runners. Never took off the shoes, so I never took off the socks. They performed brilliantly. It was dry that day. It was cool, so I didn't really sweat, but no issues with my feet. And then 2 months later, I wore these for the Mark Forster Jag 2.8 Memorial Birthday Walk and Ruck. And I've got a link in the notes to that event as well. I wore them with the same shoes, the GORUCK Rough Runners. Never took them off. We got poured on. It rained for several hours. We were soaking. And these things did awesomely. I mean, I didn't take them off ever. Didn't even look at my feet. So that's how I know these things have worked well for me. No hot spots, no blisters, and they feel good. And plus, I haven't gotten hot with them. Plus, they provide a little bit of warmth. I would say the only negative really is I don't like how high up they come. I'd rather them be, way down here. But, they are good for high tops as well. So I got a nephew in Brazil right now on a mission, and I was talking to him just the other day about gear, about his clothes, about his shoes and socks, because I wanted to know what's working for him because he's outside every day. It's hot, humid there where he's at. It's always hot. And he told me about his shoes. And then I said, what about your socks? And I wasn't leading at all. But he said, man, I got these GORUCK socks that are the best. So his dad had gotten some and loves them. And his dad told me he loved these things. And so he got some for his son for his mission. And he wears them. He said, the great thing about them is my feet don't get hot. And I wear them a lot without washing them. And I think that's a great thing. GORUCK publicizes that is, it's less frequent washes. And I've worn these now for multiple times without washing them. And I think that's kind of what they're meant for. Wear them out and wash them as little as possible. But I recommend these GORUCK Challenge socks. They actually have these low top ones now. I used to call them footies. These ankle socks, they're also merino wool. They're thinner, a little bit thinner, but I'm sure they're great socks. I've been wearing them for every day. I've not rucked in them, but I would ruck in them. I will when it's shorter distances or maybe really hot or something like that. But I have tried them now, and they have met and exceeded my expectations. So these are what I'll keep wearing. There's a lot of good socks out there. I think Darn Tough is a really good brand. Smartwool is a well-known brand. You really can't go wrong with any of them. Probably it's just more important. You just got to try them out and see what works best. But you don't know until you put them to the test. And I wouldn't do that when you've got an event coming up if you haven't tested them out before. So shoot me any questions you got. Thanks for watching.